Hey guys, this is something I like to do every year. I figured I'd get it done now when the weather's starting to turn. I usually like to pick up a new set of lights. The ones we're going to be picking up are these ones here. This has a blue ring light as well as a bright, I think it's 30 or 40 watt LED. They come in a kit, $30 for two of them. So like if you kill one, you can pretty much replace it with the other. The front is plastic and the rear is aluminum. These are good up to 10 volts all the way up to 80. Other than that, there isn't much more I know about it. What we're going to do is take it apart. The hardware looks half decent. We're going to take it apart and take a look at the LEDs inside of it, see if there's anything we can do to improve it before we hook it up to the bike. Let's actually power it up first to give you an idea what it looks like. So we'll go with black and yellow first. I think that's the blue. Yeah, that's the blue ring light. That's kind of cool, eh? And red and white or black is the light. Oh, that is bright. Whew. It sort of has a sort of like a military light where it has a beam that's like straight across, which would be great for focusing on the street. Let's have a look inside of it. $100 as they installed the LEDs in here, and they didn't even use any grease. If they did, I'll be surprised. And there should be a DC to DC inverter in this because it's good up to 80. It's good up to 80 volts. Oh wow! So it's like double sealed. That is so cool. You don't have to worry about that leaking. Ouch, those are tight. Something a little bit heftier. That's better. It's definitely sealed. There we go. You got a rubber flexible O-ring in there, which is good. And there's your ring lights. Oh wow, this thing's really built well. Yeah, there's definitely a DC to DC inverter in there. You probably could take. Let's just get these reflectors out. You could take a little bit of voltage. One thing that's going to be nice about these is I don't have to use them through my regulator. I can just put them straight to the pack voltage. These are your reflectors. It's kind of cool. The actual lights itself, these are going to be really, really efficient because the bulbs itself are very small, or the LEDs. That's kind of cool. Check that out. Okay, so that's going to be very efficient. Yeah, it's on an aluminum plate. This wouldn't actually need, these wouldn't need much in the way of cooling. I can't imagine they would produce too much heat. But let's try and see if we can pry that out. $100 says it's not even attached to anything. Well, even the glue on the back here is kind of lousy. I would do a little bit better job than that. I'm moving it, just pushing on the back. I don't think there's any, like it does advertise on their website about the aluminum backing for cooling, but I don't think it has any. Oh please, is that it? This is why I check these things. That's a joke. Alright. It is what it looks like. It looks like it's got 2 DC inverters, one on each side, one for each channel, I guess. And then there's a soft rubber that seals it from the back, which we'll replace after we cube it up. But it's definitely not enough. If you're wondering why I'm using my fingers, because this stuff here is actually designed for a different type of electronics. It's not designed for this, but it'll still work. I ordered the wrong stuff by mistake. Still transfers heat, but it's designed for a different type of IC. There we go. So this one will be on my bike. The other one we'll keep as a spare. In case this one blows up. I'm going to use it on my full pack voltage, see how it works. Let's get that all in there nice and neat. It's going to transfer the heat pretty good. A little bit of shoe goo in there. Seal it, because sure as hell I'll get stuck in the rain. The stuff dries as a rubber, just like the stuff I just took out of it. It's sticking very well, but there we go. Now, does anybody remember how these went in? Because it's got a dimple on the bottom. Now, if we put these in the wrong way, the light's not going to reflect the right way. You're not going to make me take this apart, are you? I might have to take this one apart just to be sure, because I don't remember which way they go in. I'll take my chance. I'm going to say they go this way. Sure. Yeah, so if you do pick these up, you might want to do this. Just throw a little bit of grease on it. I can't say without a doubt that it would die, but if it wouldn't last as long. Actually, before we put this all together, let's just make sure the light beam is the same as it was before. I'll know if it's if I did it wrong. Oh, that's bright. No, it's fine. Cool. Cool. They look all right. I'll do another video where this is just basically a sort of review. I'll do another video where we'll install them on the bike. and see what it looks like. Pretty painless. There you go. Oh, why did I do that? Just wave glue all over it. It's alright, this stuff will come right off. That's one thing I like about this stuff. When it's even when it's dry, it'll roll off. It doesn't leave a residue. This stuff's great for modding. Except when you're an idiot that wipes it all over the stuff you're working on. Cool. Try it out real quick. It's pretty good. And so it does give you like a slotted beam. It's very wide too. So I'm not complaining. That's actually really nice, and it's really adjustable, so you won't be shining it in the driver's eyes. Cool. Well, there you go. There's a quick review of a $30 eBay Amazon light. Hopefully it will work pretty good for the bike this season. The hardware is really thick. Nice thick bolts, washers, and it comes with an Allen key. It's all good. Later, guys. Further testing, I found that it draws almost 2 amps, as you can see there, and at 12 volts, and this gets warm just being on for a couple of minutes. There's not much in the way of fins in the back, so I definitely would, especially if you're using the DC-DC inverter inside, I would definitely re-grease it, because it's not going to transfer the heat enough to cool that board, and it'll cook itself. Like, this is hot, and it's only 12 volts, so I can imagine what 80 volts would be like. So it's not a bad deal. I mean, if you're flying along on your bike, the air passing over this heat sink will cool it. So, but on a hot summer night, that it would get pretty hot. Just be forewarned. There it goes.